I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Education for Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. Please stand for the flag salute.
So am I.
Pledge allegiance to the flag.
Of the United States of America,
Stands one nation under God, indivisible, with justice for all.
Thank you and good evening, everyone. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have events notice of and to attend the meetings of the public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the Bogota Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Bogota Borough Hall, communicated by letter to the record, filed with the clerk of the Borough of Bogota, and posted on the Bogota Board of Education website. Irfan, roll call.
Sure. Mrs. Alvarez absent. Mr. Alvarez absent. Mrs. Cruz,
Yes.
Mr. Navarro
Here, present.
absent. Mrs. Olivo,
present,
Ms. Racket,
Present.
Mrs. Salam,
Present.
Mr. Chavez absent. Mr. Miranda.
Present.
We have the quorum.
For the record, Idalia Alvarez, Jose Chavez, well, Idalia's at work, stuck at work. Jose Chavez contacted me, as you know, he had to do a travel out of the country, and Robert Alvarez last minute stuck at work as well. And thank you, Trina, for logging in. Also present is Superintendent Damian Kennedy, Board Attorney Thomas Coben, School Administrator, Secretary Irfan Nefsil, Assistant Board Secretary Elizabeth Ruiz.
Is not present.
He's absent.
Is
Oh,
not
I'm
present.
sorry. She's absent. Secretary, Assistant Board Secretary, and Student Representative, Ms.
Jimena Vargas.
Jimena Vargas. Want to get that right, Jimena Vargas. I'd like to open the floor to citizens' remarks on agenda items only. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
That's a Rocket. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mrs. Cruz, any board discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any? Thank you. Please state your name. You have 5 minutes. Anyone from the public? Anyone come up? No. We have no one present? Or we want from me? Okay, so I have a motion to close citizen remarks.
Motion.
Cruz, do I have a second?
Second.
Rocket. Any board discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Superintendent Kennedy, you have the.
First up, our student rep, Ms. Vargas.
October has been an exciting. Filled with achievements, school spirit, and community pride. From athletic competitions to homecoming festivities, students and staff came together to make this month a huge success. To start off, both the boys and girls cross-country teams captured the Bergen County Group D championships at Darlington. This was the boys' first county group title since 2016 and the girls' first since 2022. It was an incredible accomplishment for both teams, and everyone is proud for the dedication and effort they've shown throughout the season. We also celebrated homecoming weekend, which brought a lot of excitement to the school and community. The volleyball, soccer, and football teams all won their senior night games, which made the week even more special. The high school had a great pep rally where students showed off their school pride and supported our athletes and performers. Later that afternoon, the bonfire took place, and it turned out to be a huge success. It was a great community event featuring performances from the twirling team and the Bogota High School band. Saturday's homecoming game was definitely one of the highlights of the weekend. During halftime, the band performed their evolution of a hip-hop show while fireworks lit up the sky, creating an amazing atmosphere. The performance was beautiful and showed how much time and effort the students and directors have put into making it a standout show this year. The weekend wrapped up on Sunday with the 5K in the morning, followed by the Bogota High School band performing at the annual band festival later that day. The band represented our school at the Clifton Field with pride and did an excellent job at both events. This week, students are focusing on testing, but there's still a lot to look forward to. We're preparing for the college fair, which gives students a chance to explore future opportunities, and the football playoffs in New Milford, which everyone's excited about. Overall, October was a month full of accomplishments, spirit, and teamwork Abagoda High School. From academic efforts to athletic wins and community celebrations, it was a great reminder of how much pride and dedication our student and staff bring to everything they do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. She stole some of my thunder, but I will elaborate on some of the things. First up, our HIB report. Since last meeting, there were 5 investigations, 2 confirmed at Steen, 1 unfounded, one founded in the high school and 1 unfounded in the middle school. Again, great week for our athletic teams. Girls volleyball finished the regular season. They're 19-4 right now. They are the 3 seed in the state tournament. Again, highlighting the football team. This is the first time our football team has made the state playoffs since 2014. So we are the number 5 seed and we are going to New Milford on Friday night. So we do have a good shot there. I also want to highlight the college fair, which is happening tomorrow, 8:15 to 11:15 in the high school gym. All of our high school students, 9th through, I believe, 12th grade, will be visiting the college fair. And over 30 colleges and universities have already confirmed attendance. So that will be a great thing for sure. Also, again, I don't know if we can keep saying enough what a great weekend it was. The Bogota Buck Pride was out in full force. Definite thank you to everyone that made that possible. But the 2-point people were our athletic director, Coach Appleton, and then Pat Rockford for organizing that 5K, to all the volunteers, to the town, to the council, to the police department, the fire department. It was just a big collaboration between multiple organizations. And in my 16 years here, I've never seen the collaboration like that. So kudos to everyone involved. Lastly, we do have to have our testing presentation by statute. And this is the last meeting before that date. So we would like to go over that. And there are some great things to highlight in this testing. So let me just get that up and running. Share. Make that big. Share this. Share that. Bear with me 1 second here as I get the slideshow to work. Oh, sorry, slideshow. Oh, there it is. All right, so this is our testing presentation from the spring 2025. These are state required state testing this year. Last year, the NJSLA, which is Student Learning Assessment, and then also the DLMs is an alternative assessment for our students with the most significant intellectual disabilities. Our participation rates for the NJSLA is 95% for the ELA, 96% for math, and 97% for science. And the DLM is all FERPA because we don't want to identify any of those students. If the number is less than 10, we don't identify them. Scoring for the NJSLA is level 5 is exceeding expectations, level 4. So we're looking for 4 and 5s. The meeting expectation score is 750. The lowest score you get is 650. The highest score you can get is 850. We test grades 3 through 9 in ELA, Algebra 1 for 9th grade students, and that also includes our 8th grade honor students and also our 9th grade honor students. The science test is a different scoring. It goes through levels 1 through 4. Highest score you get is 300. Lowest score you get is 100 with a 200 score as being proficient. And this is just for grades 5, 8, and 11. people always ask, why do we show the subgroups? This is statute by law that we have to do that for each subgroup unless there are 10 or less students. ELA. So ELA, which has always been strong for us, continues to be a strong tested subject for us. If you compare us to the state, we are exceeding the state in many grade levels. We are a little below in 3rd and 4th grade. But once we get to 5th grade, we're at 56% compared to 53. 1% in 6th grade, but over 55%. But then when you look at our 7th grade, we're at 71% are proficient compared to 57% in the state. That is 14 percentage points better than the rest of the state average. ELA, we are at 67%, 10 percentage points better than the state average. And then in ELA 9 this year, we were almost 20 percentage points better than the state, which is 69% compared to 50%. So I like to say that's 70% there. But if you overall, you look at it, we have, if you add up all our grade levels, we are outperforming the state by 5%. And if you look at our trends, they're not very bad, but we were at an all-time high right before COVID, which was 70%. And since then, we've been at 59, 58, 60, and 58, but well outperforming the state, as you can see here. In our subgroups, what I always like to point out is what the state is always looking at is our economically disadvantaged students. And as you can see here, we start low in the lower grades, but the more these students are with us, they end up outperforming the other students in their grade level. If you highlight the 9th grade students, 74% outperform 61%, which is something to really be proud of. Math, we're continue to see growth in math, which we're very happy about. And what we feel what we have put in place for the last 2 years is really starting to show results. If you look math, according to the state, very similar in most grade levels, but when we get to Math 7, Math 8, and Algebra 1 is where we really started to concentrate on over these last couple of years. And as you can see, Math 8, which is a big grade level, 17% higher than the state average at 38% compared to 21. Algebra 1, 42% compared to 38%. Geometry, we're right there. If you, again, you look at our trends, we still are outperforming the state most years. So our pathways to Algebra 1. So what we've determined and what a lot of studies determine is that Algebra 1 is the true indicator for student success for the rest of their lives. And we're looking at our trends right now. So in Math 7 in 2022, Bogota was at 30% proficient compared to the state at 34%. But this year, in 2025, we were at 44% compared to 39%, which is 5 percentage points better. So we're showing that growth. Math 8, same thing happens. In 2022, we were at 19%, and that still outperformed the state, but the state went from 15% to 21%. We went from 19 to 38, which is a 17% increase better than the state and almost 20 points better in the last few years. And then again, in Algebra 1, we went from 11% in 2022 to 42%. That is a lot of growth and outperforming the state as well. Again, these are the subgroups with the math. We have some areas to improve upon there, but we continue to show growth across all areas. And science. Science is not great across the state. This year, 18% was the state average for the Math 8 science score. They have to start looking at this test because no one is showing growth in these areas across the state. But we're right where we are. We continue to make improvements, and we will go over that when we talk about what we're doing to get better. Our trends over the last couple of years, by grade level through the years. So we are seeing growth each year in our grade levels, if you look at it. In 2023, 30%, 2025, 31, 19, 19, 20, I'm sorry, 19 to 24%, 9 to 14%, 14 to 21%. So overall, we are seeing growth, and we have added some new things that we started last year that we will continue upon that we can discuss. Again, our subgroups here. DLM, these are for our students that have IEPs and they cannot sit for the NJSLA. This is all FERPed out because of the number of students that take it. We don't have many students that take it. Most of our students take the NJSLA. So district analysis. For our ELA district analysis for 2025, we have some clear areas of excellence. Our grades 7, 8, and 9 students show high proficiency, significantly outperforming the state average. Overall, our ELA district proficiency is 58%, which is 5% points above the state average, indicating strong written instruction. We also had 4 students achieve perfect scores in the ELA, so we will be honoring those students at a board meeting later this year, but 4 students with perfect scores. We still have some areas that need improvement, especially in our 3-6. Grade 3 proficiency needs to increase, and instruction in K2 should be strengthened. We're also seeing a difference in performance between schools and classrooms, which with redistricting, we're already seeing our teachers working more collaboration, and our grade level meetings will pay dividends. Grade 3, 4, and 6 are below targets in reading and writing, and vocabulary is weak area across ELA grades. To address this, we will include more district vocabulary instruction, explore teaching word structure, and provide professional development for teachers on vocabulary strategies. We will continue to monitor the rollout of CKLA and look for ways to improve our RTI ELA process to make it more effective. Moving on to math. Pagoda's overall math proficiency is 43%, slightly above the state average of 41%. This is a significant achievement as our district math average has not been above the state average since COVID, so we are definitely going in the right area. Our areas of excellence include Math 7, 8, and Algebra 1, where we see positive growth. Our Algebra 1 honors 8th grade students achieved 100%, so every kid in our Math 8 that sat for the Algebra 1 passed the test, which is also something great, with 3 students earning perfect scores. We also saw positive gains in geometry, increasing from 26% to 47%. The adjustment to our Algebra 1, making it a 2-year course, is showing to be successful. We still have a few areas that need our attention, and we need to strengthen our key algebra skills in grades 5 and 6, and especially in fractions and basic arithmetic. And we will explore ways to adjust the schedule to provide additional support for geometry classes. We also have to look with students' IEPs and English language learners. We need to provide more explicit instruction, break lessons into smaller parts, and address learning gaps while still teaching grade level content. Finally, we will explore a summer math acceleration program to help students progress more quickly towards calculus. In our 2025 science district analysis, our overall science proficiency is 19.4%, which is about 6% below state average. The good news is that we are moving in the right direction. We also expanded STEM opportunities for students at all grade levels. In the middle school, students go to Bergen Academy's engineering enrichment program. In the high school, we offer the FDU Saturday STEM class, and in the elementary, Star Lab interdisciplinary planetarium. Our next goal is to improve our overall proficiency. We said from all along we want to concentrate on math and ELA. Once we see growth there, we will see growth in our science. Across all grade levels, starting in 3rd grade, we will begin including more NJSLA style questions and add science-based interdisciplinary units into elementary ELA instruction. With our 2 K5 and 6-8 curriculum, we are just started our 2nd year, so we're hoping that the consistency and the growth we saw last year will continue into this year. And that concludes the state data.
That's all.
If anyone has any questions.
Any questions? We had a great weekend. It's an unforgettable one. Thank you to everyone involved. It's something I think will never be forgotten. So thank you, thank you. Moving on to 4.1 resolution, which is the approval of September 16 regular open meeting minutes. Is there a motion to move 4.1?
Motion?
Cruz, second?
Yes.
You can, okay.
I don't know.
You say.
Salam.
Okay.
Okay. Any board discussion? Just really quick, you weren't here for September 16th meeting.
No.
So you should, if you didn't read them, if you did online or anything, you can vote. I advise you, if you didn't get a chance to really go through them, just abstain.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
That's not gonna carry then.
Right.
Yeah,
It's not gonna carry.
I think we-
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, you gotta.
put it in the next meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm moving on to 5.3
Wait.
resolution.
Do you have to roll it anyway?
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, you have to roll it anyway.
You can't just table it?
We can just table.
Yeah,
Okay.
a motion to table?
Viewed on it.
Okay.
I have to abstain too, but.
Okay, so can I get a motion to table?
Motion is the motion.
4.1,
Motion.
motion, do I have a second?
Second, Cruz.
Any
Olivo.
motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Table that. Okay, moving on to 5.3 policy section, which is approved for agenda items 5.1 through 5.2. Do I have a motion to move 5.3?
Motion, Cruz.
Cruz, do I have a second?
Second.
Rocket, any board discussion? All in favor, roll call, Arfan.
Mrs. Cruz,
Yes.
Mrs. Olivo,
Yes.
Ms. Rackett,
Yes.
Mrs. Salam,
Yes.
Mr. Miranda.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Moving on to 6.18, which is resolutions. Resolution of education section, approval of agenda items 6.1 through 6.17. Do I have a motion to move 6.18?
Olivo.
Olivo, do I have a second?
Second.
Cruz.
Rocket, any board discussion? Roll call, Irfan.
Mrs. Cruz,
Yes.
Mrs. Olivo,
Yes.
Ms. Rackett,
Yes.
Mrs. Salam,
Yes.
Mr. Miranda.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Moving on to 7.15, which is personnel section. Do I have a approval to, here to approve items 7.1 through 7.14? Do I have a motion to move 7.15?
Motion, Cruz.
Cruz, do I have a second?
Second.
Salam, any board discussion? Roll call, Irfan.
Mrs. Cruz,
Yes.
Mrs. Olivo,
Yes.
Ms. Rackett,
Yes.
Mrs. Salam,
Yes.
Mr. Miranda.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Moving on to 8.10, finance section, for the approval of 8.1 through 8.9, do I have a motion to move 8.10?
Olivo.
Olivo, do I have a second?
Second.
Cruz, any discussion? Roll call, Irfan.
Mrs. Cruz,
Yes.
Mrs. Olivo,
Yes.
Ms. Rackett,
Yes.
Mrs. Salam,
Yes.
Mr. Miranda.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Moving on to 9.7, building and grounds, for approval of items 9.1 through 9.6. Do I have a motion to move 9.7?
Motion, Cruz.
Cruz, do I have a second?
Second.
Rocket, any board discussion? Roll call, Irfan.
Mrs. Cruz,
Yes.
Mrs. Olivo,
Yes.
Ms. Rackett,
Yes.
Mrs. Salam,
Yes.
Mr. Miranda.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Committee reports? Old business? New business? Moving on to 13.1, floor of hearing of the public. Do I have a motion to move 13.1?
Motion.
Rocket, do I have a second?
Yes.
Salam, any board discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, anybody can come up. You have 5 minutes on absolutely any discussion. Yeah, you wanna come
Yeah,
up?
if you want.
Yeah, if you're here to come up, yep.
You just need to say your name.
It's your time to shine.
Hi, my name is Raina Marcano.
There's a mic right there.
Mr. Kennedy,
Yes.
how you doing? Nice to meet you finally. My name is Raina Marcano and I'm a resident here of Bogota. I have a 4-year-old son who attends the school as well. Unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, I found myself at the police department making a report for harassment against one of your coworkers, Miss Molina, who continuously harasses me. This has been since last year. She's been finding herself at the school. She went to back to school night she interrupted the meeting between me and the teacher. She's been telling the teacher how to write up incidents.
Ma'am, if I can, ma'am, I'm over here. Hello. What you need to do is report this to either the principal or the superintendent, because the board can't discuss this in open session.
Okay, so I did, but what's going on now, I went to the police department, I made a report. I also reported to Mr. Kennedy, and I don't want any problems. So I made a report, I wrote a report here. I made a speech. I don't want a report. I don't want any problems with anyone. What I do want to discuss is what's going on with whatever has happened. So here, there's more teachers here. I looked up the stats. So the stats here in Bogota, there's more students here. The stats say here that there's 72% of Hispanic students and 86% of the staff identify as white. When I first got here, my child only spoke Hispanic, and I was told that there was more white students than Hispanic. And so it's amazing things you find out when you look up on the internet. So I was looking up the stats, and I decided to come here to discuss the things that I found out, because obviously there's a culture ignorance going on here. How can the teachers understand the students if there's more American white teachers than the students who are Hispanic? And obviously my son now speaks English a little broken, but last year he couldn't communicate until they brought someone who spoke Spanish, which was a little bit difficult for him because they couldn't understand him for almost 3 months. So that's also what I'm here to discuss. That was difficult for us.
Well, any of these concerns, you just have to bring them to the superintendent. Okay, and you're making them apparent to the board. I mean, you just saw the test results, which were very good. So it seems like the teachers and staff are doing what they need to do. And, there's also laws on when people have tenure and teachers have tenure, you can't take action against them. Okay, so there's restrictions that the board does have in that regard. But if you have any issues with any individual teacher, it has to be raised with the superintendent. We can't raise it here and deal with it at the board level because the board can't discuss personnel issues in open session.
Okay. Okay. Well, is there anything else that I can discuss here about safety? Can I discuss safety here?
If you have a concern, yeah.
Yeah, well, my son also cut his hair twice in the classroom. He also was sent home with feces all the way to his back. It was dried. I was concerned about that. He also was sent home submerged in water. He was wet, he was soaking wet. So that was also a concern.
Okay, these things, like the board has no knowledge of this, no way of
That's what
rebutting
we're
it.
Discussing it,
I
sir.
know, but they're.
It's a concern.
But you have to bring this through the channels with the principal, so it can be looked into. Like, we
Well,
have no idea
they're
whether
aware
this
of
is,
it.
we have no idea whether this is accurate or inaccurate.
Well, no, it's accurate because
Okay,
they're
but-
aware of it.
but
And
you
Mr.
have to-
Kennedy, excuse me, sir,
Yeah.
let me talk. Let me talk because you're interrupting me
Yeah.
and it's rude. Mr. Kennedy is aware of it. And if I'm here, it's because everyone under you is aware of it. And it's a concern. I'm a mother of a 4-year-old child. You have to imagine, let me correct myself. You may not imagine if you don't have a child, what it's like to have your child experience this. And so if I came all the way here to the board, it has to be a breakdown happening somewhere. Imagine that.
Okay, so what I would suggest is you raise the concerns.
It's
Let
been
the-
raised. That's why I'm here.
Okay, so let the board speak to the superintendent when they're in executive session, when they have that opportunity to do that, and they can find out what's going on. But right now, you're talking to a board that probably hasn't heard these issues. And then the superintendent probably had it looked into and has a different, or a, like, update or report, or it's ongoing, or some answer to this that he can fill the board in on. But these are student issues and personnel issues, so we can't discuss them at a board meeting. Okay, but your points are well taken by the board, and I'm sure they'll ask the superintendent about it.
Don't be discouraged to speak up, though. That's all.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
all.
you for
Don't be-
listening to me because
be
you know, I'm a
discouraged.
mother who cares about
I
her
understand.
children. And like you're handling it, sir, it's like you really don't care.
No,
No. Let me preface what I am saying though, okay?
Thank
The
you.
board as an entity has legal restrictions on what it can discuss. Okay, so I'm obligated under the law to protect the board as an entity, okay? It's not that they don't want to hear these things and then go through the right channels of looking into it, okay? Okay, but I'm hearing it for the first time too, and, yeah. Okay, so we'll look into it now
Yeah,
as a board.
don't be discouraged. And just to make it, just so that you understand it, he has to protect the board. That means you as a taxpayer. It's not us, the bodies. It's the Bogota taxpayers. Remember, you live here. There's people who don't, and they might find this. So don't be discouraged. We heard you loud and clear.
See this, view this meeting as if we were standing outside.
Yeah.
And there would be conversations that you wouldn't want us to have in front of other people, right? Like related to this. That's what he's trying to help protect your own interests. We can't talk about this out loud because we're in public. We would have to talk about it where in a closed session where we can discuss your concerns and whatever is found without any of these other people hearing that.
It's not
That's-
ignored.
We're not ignoring you. I promise you, we're not. Did he want to?
I don't know. Are you coming up?
Are you-
No?
Oh.
Do I have a motion to close hearing of the citizens?
Motion.
Motion. Do I have a second?
Second?
Any board discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I guess is good evening, everyone, right?
Well,
And good
you gotta
night.
close it. You
Oh, do I
gotta-
have a motion to close?
No executive session?
No,
Nope.
none. Excuse me, none. Do I have a motion to close?
Motion, Cruz.
Oh.
Cruz, do I have a second?
Second.
Salam. All in favor?
Aye.
Any,
Aye.
good night, everyone.